Okay, hi everyone. I got this working. I will not. I won't be able to see from here, so I'm gonna have to use my phone. That's if it wants to work. There. Close. So, today we're gonna do a live stream. And play your boyfriend. I'm gonna try to do the rejection route this time. Or technically I did it as the kindness route. But let's see what happens when we do reject him. We nice him and then reject him the entire time. Cause I know I only did one, but one, like everything else was the same. So yeah, play. Enter your name. YN, of course. Welcome, YN. You two have fun. My life has been chaotic. My family broke into a narrative drama, so I left the nest and ran straight to college. I got an apartment and a job, but even that has become unbearable. Working at a local greasy spoon diner doesn't pay the best, obviously, so finding a roommate was my only recourse to being able to afford an apartment. Now my roommates always bring some dropout into our apartment for late night steady sessions. My sleep schedule is wrecked, and top it all off, the rent is late. I heard once that if you become a roommate with a friend, you won't stay friends for long. In my case, my friendship is strained with my friend making excuses for why they need me to cover their half of the rent. Like, Lucy, you're some friend you are. Thanks to that deadbeat, I'm working harder just to scrape by every month. Picking up a second job will drive me to early grave at this point. The park gives me a chance to have some much needed alone time. This part of the park in particular is my favorite because it's untouched by Notch's family members or college jerks. The only people who've come here are the groundskeepers. Even then, they only come by in the morning. Close my eyes and rub my face and breathe out the tension from my body so I can enjoy the peace and quiet. Just then I feel someone sit down next to me. Startled, I turn to face the interloper. Peter.
Whoa, hey, take it easy. It's just me.
Hi. Whoa, hey, take it easy. It's just me. Yeah, Peter, we know it's you. The stranger says, trying to keep me from leaping too high off the park bench. You're a jumpy one, aren't you? Scooting awkwardly towards me, a shy smile creeps over his face. I keep my eyes on him, like a hawk unsure what his intentions are. Not once do his unblinking eyes stay astray from mine. So, are you waiting for a family member or a friend? It just seems kind of It seems kind of odd for you to be sitting here, all alone like this, and so far away from the jogging track. A chill runs down my spine. I close my arms over my chest, and slide myself away from him, perching closer to the edge of the bench. Does the same person walk up to you out of the blue and start asking such questions? No. Well, technically, yeah, a lot of people do, but knowing Peter, it's like, no. The stranger picks up my unease, refraining from moving any closer towards me, crossing his fingers in between his legs, and he smiles warmly. I mean, working retail, you learn the hard way that people are say the weirdest stuff. I mean, you don't look like a groundskeeper or one of those old people feeding pigeons after doing Tai Chi. I'm totally one of those old people feeding the pigeons during Tai Chi. What are you talking about, Peter? I'm just getting some alone time to myself. Things have been pretty intense lately. It's like he wants to wrap his arms around me in comfort, fingers twitching.
Look. I know this is sudden. Very sudden. But may I have the pleasure in taking you out to dinner?
Yes. Actually, wait, I'm supposed to say no. I'm gonna try to do no this time. Can I have the pleasure? Never mind, he's weird. I can't tell if it's just him being socially awkward or eccentric. What? Why? Why is he interested in me, of all people?
Well, I'm your boyfriend. Isn't that why you're here?
Yes, you are. Isn't that why you're here? ... Question mark. My boyfriend? Why would he be assuming we're in a relationship? The stranger sits patiently, waiting for my answer. What? No! What? No! I pull my hand away from his. Normally I try to be polite when I turn down someone's advances, but the stranger's presumptuousness makes my skin crawl. Oh, I see. I think that I'm getting mixed messages from you. Yeah, definitely some mixed messages. Sorry, Peter. I mean, it doesn't make sense for you to come here and do not want me. Well, because I want to do there are different options, Peter. I quickly leave my seat. Hopefully I can get back to the more frequented parts of the park before any creeps crawl out from under the rocks. Any other creeps crawl from under the rocks and bushes. Oh, what are yanderes? Where are you going? His expressions in tempest of mixed emotions. None of them are positive or playful as when I first saw him. It's getting late. I'm going to head home. I lie, of course. I roll around to find the nearest path out of the park and to the nearest public street. Oh well, maybe I can walk you home then? No, thank you. Look, it's nothing personal, but you're coming off as kind of creepy. I'm not really comfortable around you. He rubs his arms awkwardly. Creepy, but... Peter. By what? Sorry, I have to go. I come off and walk away, occasionally looking over my shoulder. I don't want him creeping up on me while my back was turned. He doesn't move, just sitting there with a forlorn look on his face. I wander around the city a little bit more, visiting places I normally wouldn't. My paranoia has me looking over my shoulder, wonder if he might be lurking somewhere behind me. I don't know, maybe I'm not thinking straight. But who knows, some guy who presumes that he's your boyfriend before either of you even know each other's names is probably not the most psychologically healthiest of people, are they? Well, no, they aren't. I love them though. Still, the way I left him behind like that makes me feel like maybe I'm the jerk. I come across a local flower shop before passing on a few of my downtown walks. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a little bit more different choices because I'm gonna try to, when I'm doing the more romantic route, I'm going to try to do all the, basically rejecting them in day 4. I've been meaning to stop in and pick up some flowers for the apartment, but could never seem to find the time. I still haven't found the TK route on day 4, though. Well, I have time now, so why not? Stepping into the shop, I'm hit with the fragrant combined scent of various flowers inside. He definitely is a psychopath. I wander past the colorful displays of flower arrangements, pot plants, and small gifts, bags of pottery. I have a particular purchase in mind. I catch a stand of roses from a rustic wooden shelf display. Being mindful that some still had their thorns, I reach out to pick one up. A hand brushes against mine. I snatch my hand away, catching a glance at her person. Oh, fancy seeing you here. The man from the park beams at me before pulling the rose out. I didn't know you stopped here too. I don't. The stranger places a finger over his lips. Shh. It's a small shop. There's no need to raise your voice. His comment rubs me the wrong way, but I try to compose myself. Did you follow me here? Is this a pure coincidence, or should I be worried? What? Of course not. He looks a little hurt by my accusation. I came here almost every day, you know. Am I really being a butt to him? He fumbles around with the rose in his hand, eyes focused squarely on the ground. I love flowers. The little shop is only one nearby, so I come here a lot to see what new bouquets they have made and if they have any more on sale. I meant that sometimes I get a glimpse of you through the windows of the diner you work at. Lately, I've been meaning to walk in and finally say hi, but I lose my nerves and stay out. I guess that's not too bad. Maybe I'm overreacting. I guess that's understandable. It's difficult for me to notice people when I'm walking the same path almost every day. Like Minus Robot, I guess that I couldn't really blame him for my lack of awareness. Look, I have to get going. He steps closer, as if mustering up the nerve to ask me something. I know you have no interest in me, and I get that, but can I at least see you again? Not a date or anything, but just to hang out. I feel as though we got off on a bad start. Why? I don't even know your name. My name? It's a joke, really. I much prefer it if you made a nickname for me. The smile on his face fades into a slight glimpse. I really don't like my name, honestly. I'd rather be called anything else, like a nickname or something. He must be really horrible, have a really horrible name, or really horrible parents that want him, he wants to disassociate with. Taking a moment, I figured there's no real harm in making a nickname for him. After all, it would be easier for me to remember. Oh, it would make me, I'll still forget. Well, how about YB, of course. How about YB? He seems pleased with what I came up with, despite how silly or tacky it might have been. Yeah, that's much better, honestly. Thank you. I see the sun is setting low in the sky. Well, it's getting dark. I better get going home. It was nice to meet you, YB. I turn to leave the shop. Hey, wait! YB calls out to me. I turn to see him, smiling sheepishly. Can I at least walk you home? No, I'll be fine. His shoulders slouch as his smile fades slightly, snapping his fingers in disappointment. Aw, dang, rejected twice in a day. Today hasn't been that kind to me. But how about we hang out tomorrow? I shake my head before putting the rose back where it came from. With TK? Yeah, I'm probably gonna make it so we still get the jump scare. I work all this week, so I really don't have time for anything. But I'm gonna cry when he's. Well, how about I stop by your work tomorrow? You do take breaks, right? We walk out of this shop together. Yeah, it's that crusty mom and pop diner. It's not that busy most days. You just want to stop by and chat for a bit, we can. Oh, he already knows. He already knows. Hi. Yeah, that's okay. That crusty mom and pop diner. It's not that busy most days. If you just want to stop by and chat for a bit, we can. The thought of having someone to talk casually to sound nice, but I don't want him to get the wrong message. But just be fair warning. I won't be able to talk much if you're not buying anything to eat or drink. It's like I'm gonna make him get some bring the money to the diner. I'll bring a few bucks. Then anything's worth getting food poisoning from. Anything worth getting food poisoning from. I don't know. It's like, maybe the steak? I chuckle as he smiles warily. The milkshakes are the best I had for a long time. I'll take your word for it. I look outside and notice that the shadows of trees and buildings are getting longer. Well, you better hurry. It's getting dark. He nods. He gives me a nod and smiles. He starts further down the road opposite of my apartment. It's okay. It's technically still the first day. I watch him walk down the sidewalk for a moment before doing my own way. Plus, I kind of jumped earlier than I thought. I was trying to figure out how to do the live stream. I haven't done a live stream in over a year. And also, I'm like looking at text. So I ended up buying a new car. I left the gate key for my parents' house in my old 2006 Tacoma, it's an old base model, and it was up there miles, and I'm like, bought one, and a newer one. I left the gate key. So we're trying to figure that out. My apartment's silent, except for the machine sound of the roommate's study partner in the kitchen. Though I love the new vehicle, it's so big for me. I shut my eyes and walk past. They have a habit of walking around naked afterwards, and I don't even want to guess if they were dressed this time. Not bothering to turn on the lights in my room, I flop down on my bed, face first into the mattress with my limbs spread out like a star. Getting out a long groan, I roll onto my back and stare at the ceiling. was a rare and eventful day. I got a little quiet time, and I even made a new acquaintance, despite getting off in the wrong foot at first. I'm so exhausted. I might end up running to get something to drink when we do. I could do like a day 2 pause. I don't bother getting or day pause because I need liquid. It's like already 100 plus degrees outside. I don't bother getting undressed, despite dressed. Instead, I pull the blankets over myself and drift off to sleep. I have an early shift tomorrow. There's Peter. Okay, day 1. So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get some, I think like a Dr. Pepper or some water. Okay, I'm back. Continue. So, Wyan, did you have a nice time with YB? Don't answer that. It's time to get up and face another day. Darn it. Damn it. I roll over my bed. Each inch of my body is begging me to wake up, but I don't wanna. I feel so sleep deprived. I fight the will to wake up for a moment, rubbing my eyes before sitting up in my bed. I'm a mess. Oh, by the way, when we do day 2 with unedited, or day 2, day free, unedited, the wait time is extremely long. I end up editing it out all the time. So I am just gonna go straight to looking at the time. Honestly, for me, when I wake up, that's what I end up looking at. 9:12 a.m. Oh my god, I'm late for work. I could be lack of sleep and I still wake up on time for work, weirdly. Fully dressed, I rush out of my bedroom, making my way into the kitchen section where I normally put my work keys.
Hey, looks like someone's in a hurry.
It's like, yeah, Lucy. No thanks to you, Lucy. I burr out as I snatch my keys from the counter, glaring over towards my roommate, who had a nerve to look confused. Why didn't you wake me up? My deadbeat of a roommate tensed up a little, looking both offended and stared with my sudden outburst. Good. Dude, I heard you rummaging around earlier. Don't pin your lazy ass on me. She tries to explain. Not even her excuses have any effort. That frickin' bum. I then shake my head, focusing back on my predicament. No, I wasn't rummaging around earlier. I just barely woke up. So, take a guess. I think rummaging around, it was actually Peter that was rummaging around after, sneaking into our room. I have to work at 7. You let me sleep until 9? What kind of crap are you on? You and your frickin' toy doing last night, Lucy? My roommate instantly takes offense to this, flashing me the most glorious of birds before storming off into their room. Aw, thank you. You know what? Screw you. I'm not your keeper, and you're not my frickin' dad.
And I told you not to call me Lucy.
You know what's funny? Her nickname Lulu, I actually had a manager that was nicknamed Lulu. Once my roommate slams my door shut, my roommate slams her door shut, I simply scoff and made my way out the door. And she was an extremely nice manager. With any luck, she'll be gone when I get back. Maybe I will find a more tolerable roommate then. I hustled down the stairs out of the apartment building, but after running into Lucy, I slowed my pace. I don't like the job anyway. If I get fired, fine. The day's already shitty, so why not just pile it on? It's Sunday. There's usually hardly any customers on Sunday mornings. Even then, it doesn't excuse my lateness. Rushing for the front doors of the diner, I dash into the kitchen and grab my apron off the coat hanger along the far end of the wall. The apron seemed to be the only place where grease stains don't get all over me. Fumbling to tie the apron on, I rush over towards the time clock and snatch my time card to punch in. Wait! According to this, I already clocked in. TK. Who could have? Our best friend. My attention snaps towards the sound of approaching footsteps. Whoever is, they're not trying to be discreet as they carry a clinking stack of dirty dishes back from a table.
There you are. Where have you been?
TK! Give you a hug.
I've been covering your shift for the past 45 minutes without the boss even knowing you're not here.
Would it take be a little bit longer, or did we have to wake up at 7? TK rushes right by me as they gently place the dishes into the sink of soapy hot water. Wiping their hands, TK sighs loud enough to make sure I hear it. They're like this all the time, though, always acting like they're the big sibling to everyone and keeping things in one piece. You know what's funny? So TK, big sibling, so they're probably were. I know they have a big family, so that's probably why. Too. I have as I try to think of an excuse that doesn't sound pathetic as my alarm clock didn't go off. But the truth is all I have, so I try to downplay the issue. I don't even get why you're making such a fuss. We're pretty much dead on Sunday morning. Actually, I think we've had people say that their alarm clock didn't go off at work. You clearly weren't paying attention when you came barging in. TK wipes their hands on her apron before gesturing for me to look out through the service window. What the? Are you kidding me? Why are there so many old farts here? I try not to raise my voice to the point that the fiber-chopping boomers outside did not hear me. And that they did. The one has a good hearing. A tour bus came along. That's what happened. Now stop asking questions and start waiting tables. TK. Yes, sir. Yes, TK. TK hands me a spare notepad and pencil and nudges me out the kitchen. Great, here I am, hoping to have a easygoing day. So much for that. The breakfast crowd is a nightmare. Karens and redneck grandpas everywhere, with something up their asses. Some even going as far as refusing to pay because I didn't kiss their darn feet whenever their coffee was not filled all the way or their T-bone steak wasn't cooked the way they wanted. Yeah, T-bone steak for breakfast. Not because breakfast steak, and not even breakfast steak and eggs either. An actual T-bone steak dinner with potatoes and steamed carrots. And then, when one person refuses to order off the breakfast meal, a dozen more follow suit. That's customer service for you. Such a hassle. Why couldn't the elder be like my grandparents, pleasant and polite? Okay, mine aren't, but... Eventually the crowd starts dying down. Most leaving to do sightseeing. Others stay to order more coffee or lunch. At least these are the kind of customers that mind their own business and are more focused on eating or talking. Staggering to the kitchen, I let out a long sigh and rest against the wall, finally able to take a break to relax. TK. I know you want to get off your feet, but you missed a table. I did? Oh yeah, I totally did. It's like, and this time TK sneaks over to my side, giving me a gentle nudge before pulling back out to the dining area. I roll my exhausted eyes and look over towards them. Can't you do it? I don't feel like having some Karen hurl their oatmeal at me again. I would, but you owe me for covering your tables for an hour. Darn it, they had a point. With a groan, I lean myself off the wall, trying to straighten my posture and stumble back out. Scanning the booths, I check all the tables I had already gone, matching their faces and orders table by table. I don't think I missed any. And then we saw him. A voice chimes in front of the booth to my right. Hey there, stranger. Peter. Okay, How have you been, how long have you been here? Hey, I was hoping you show. Oh, thank God. I was hoping you show. Today's been insane. I've noticed. He chuckles, looking around the area. When I saw the place packed to the brim with people, I figured I'll wait outside just until the crowd died down and get the chance to give you a little break. Well, you're a lifesaver. I sign a leave, taking off my apron. It's like, then he just take us to our apartment for the dinner, the lunch. Honestly, I didn't think things would be so insane lately. So in this route, you could literally do that and then go, or you could divert into the abusive. First, my warm cocktails doesn't go off. Then I owe TK my hours since they covered my shift most of the morning, and my feet are already killing me. Well, I'm happily whiskey away from this place and go somewhere less clouded. I'll even carry you if you like. This carries us to his van. You gonna charm me like that this entire day? I certainly will try. It gives me a wink. Folding up the apron in my hand, I can't help but look away, feeling my cheeks go bright red and warm. You look cute when you become bashful. He purrs, giving me a rare dreamlike smile, as though in complete awe of my flaring cheeks. Hey now, we're just friends, right? I'll be keeping that in mind. Anyway, I'll let TK know I'm heading out for my break. Hopefully they're most merciful. YB doesn't say anything, simply giving a little nod. I back into the kitchen area, hanging up my apron just as TK approaches me.
Oh, and who was that?
My boyfriend. They take a glance at me out into the dining area before returning their attention to me. Him? He's my boyfriend. It's crazy because we just barely met yesterday, and he asked me on a date right out of the blue. Then I turned him down a little bit. Now he's asking me now. They don't seem to respond well to this as they give a little frown. That's where quick. Yeah. Hey, I'm just messing with you. He's just a guy you met yesterday. We got off on the wrong foot, but he seems okay. He sees me working here now and then, so I told him to drop in and say hi sometime. So, he's just here to see you, right? Actually, he's here to take me out for a little date break. We might stop by my place and get some lunch before coming back.
Oh, so it's serious then?
Yeah, I don't think he takes no for an answer, type of thing. They try to look as though they aren't bothered by this. No, of course not. We're just hanging out, that's all, promise. TK seems troubled, attempting to keep a forced smile on their face. I guess it's just I was kind of hoping that maybe I could treat you to a lunch sometime. Bless their heart. I knew they kind of had a thing for me, though things have been so crazy. I don't think dating a coworker would help out. No, but TK, we exception. Well, I better get going. Well, I gotta get going. I'm more awkwardly starting to shift my way towards the dining area. They give him a small nod and are standing, tucking their hands onto their apron pockets. Yeah, don't want to keep him waiting or anything. Just be sure to make it back in an hour or so. I don't want to cover any more of your shift today. No worries, I'll be back before you could say, Dear God, where's YN?
But I say that all the time, and you still don't show.
Yeah, about that. I get lost like Zorro. Okay, you got me. Just don't take too long now. Shoo. YB stands there for a bit of a blank expression on his face, almost as though he lost in thought. He doesn't seem to recognize me as I approach. He's looking straight at TK. Giving them death glares. Hey, are you alright? He snaps out of it after I reach over and nudge his arm. Huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just a little burned out is all. I had a very late night. Yeah, stalking. Late night. Do you work as a security guard or something? Preferably a fast food pizzeria with animatronics. He shakes his head and chuckles to himself. I wouldn't say that exactly. My night hobby isn't something I could pay the bills with. I mainly test and review products. Test products? Are you a beta tester of some kind? Something like that. I just mainly film myself testing products like appliances, little inventions that claim to work, food, life hacks, that sort of thing. On YouTube. Sometimes I have a small company pay me to test their item to help them gain exposure. It doesn't pay for a good review for me though. I will say I found out recently that Sometimes a company will sue the reviewer if they give them a bad review. Huh, that sounds like a fun job. A lot better than working here. It has its perks. So, ready to head out? Yeah, I can't be gone for long though. TK needs me back in an hour. I'm sure TK will be fine if you're running a minute or two late. Besides, it's going to be slow here for the rest of the day anyway. How do you know? The tourists might come back. For dinner. I guess so? So here we are. Don't think that I'm the type of person that just lets any guy into my apartment. Of course not. You're clearly a person of class. Sort of. What do you mean, sort of? I roll my eyes as I reach over to unlock the door. Hey, it's not too late for me to head back to the Greasy Spoon Diner. You rather sling hash and run your hands for half-eaten food than to hang out with me? I'm hurt. I wear gloves. I chuckle a bit, and he just flashes that carefree smile.
Hey, none of that in the hall.
Dawn. I start to spin away from the apartment door. I can feel that my cheeks are still flushed from Wipey's touch, and I try to compose myself. Geez, you scared the crap out of me. Why, and I didn't expect you back so soon. Shouldn't you be at work? Yes. My landlord looks so as cranky as ever. I'm just taking a small lunch break. It's only for an hour. The landlord seems unfazed by my excuse, and quickly turns his attention towards YB. Are you sure? YB, I'm Wyan's friend. Boyfriend. YB says unwaveringly, and clearly irritated by being interrupted. Yeah, friend, sure. YB continues to glare at him, but the landlord, completely disinterested by the wacky stranger, turns his attention back to me. Anyway, I suppose you can guess why I'm here. Because of the rent. I groan as I turn to lock the front door. Yeah, I know. I'll talk to her when I see her later tonight, okay? If you see her tonight. You can't keep covering for Lucy like this, Wyan. Look, I appreciate that you're killing yourself to keep a roof over her head, but this is getting out of hand. I know that I'm running out of excuses to defend my roommate, but my mind keeps searching for them. I stop messing with the door lock when I realize I've been playing with my keys to keep from facing the landlord. I feel like a keyless child being scolded. Speaking of keys, because I got a newer vehicle, it has the key fobs instead of the key turn, and I end up putting all my keychains on. Peter and TK were already on there. I'm gonna try to find where I put my Dawn and Lucy. I got a DG and Damon from Broken Colors on there. I'm gonna have a whole bunch. But I'm an adult. I should better act like one. I hang my arms to my side, trying to hold back a sigh. I turn my attention back towards my landlord. I know you know, but I have to put my foot down, Wyan. She violated her contract one too many times. But think about yourself. She dumped her half the rent on you, leaving you to work triple shifts at a dead-end Greasy Spoon Diner. Listen, I admire you're a hard-working person. I do. And I get that you're trying to be nice, and you don't want to be selfish. But you can't kill yourself like this. She needs to go. Okay, I'm gonna look into finding that roommate. I'll look into finding their roommate. I mumble under my breath, completely defeated. I'm so tired of trying to defend her, but I'm twice as tired from having to cover her half the rent. Alright, that's good to hear. I'll start terminating her contract. He gives me a mild look of concern, though through and through his gruff stare is hard to see, but still there. Listen, it's rough putting this all on you. I don't want to look like the bad guy here. My ex-wife does that to me enough. Probably not to your son, though, because your son talks to you. I'll make it look like I'm evicting the both of you, and once she's gone and out of the room, I'll give you the first month free while you find another roommate. No need to look. I'm right here. I haven't noticed that YB has been straining his posture as if trying to size himself up against the landlord in a silent game of male dominance. Peter, you're already taller than me. Like 4'4" to 4'5", and Don's 4'7". That's if you don't mind me moving in. The landlord doesn't seem terribly keen on the idea, and looks at me with a glint of affection. Really? Because I'm really throwing you a bone with one roommate. There won't be a second chance. YB catches me quickly by surprise. I'm speechless, but after seeing the landlord's critical glare, I reach over and take YB's hand into mine. Yes, really. The landlord shakes his head in disapproval, but deep down he knows that this is probably easier to deal with in the long run. Fine, have him come by my office after you two are done doing whatever you two were going to do. I'll get the contract set up. I want his references and financial information first. I don't need another deadbeat in my building. Doesn't need another Lucy, is that what he's saying? Oh, okay, thank you, sir. The name's Don Williams, kid. But just call me Mr. Williams. I need to get my freaking head examined. Why? Because it's just let my stalker stay with me as my roommate. He grumbles himself as he heads back to his office, finally leaving the two of us alone. Well, here we are. I extend my arms out as a showcasing the layout of the place. Walk in, he scans up the apartment, looking rather pleased with what will likely be his new living space. Not bad. Not bad at all. A little bigger than my apartment. So this is an upgrade for me. He looks back towards me and clears his throat. Hey, sorry for putting you in the spot like that. I didn't mean to butt into your conversation and deem myself as your new roommate. I just thought it would be easier way to get that gorilla off your back. Actually, it's not a terrible idea. It would make sense, make things a lot easier for me. That and you have a decent job. But I think I should get to know you a little more first, okay? So don't get packed up just yet. Smart move. I won't go deflating my airbag just yet. But what about your current roommate? I think it'll be fine. She seems like a kind of person who will land on their feet. Yeah, I feel a little guilty though. Maybe she's not all that bad. I like how he just basically emphasized that. Freaking land will... Oh my god. Libby turns his head, laying out an irritated groan as he glares over to my roommate as she bursts through the front door. Lucy, hey, you're home. Oh, not for long. I'm gonna hit the bottle. But seems like you two need some alone time. We haven't even done anything yet, Lucy, at all. We were just talking. We were just getting to lunch, real quick. Yeah, just a quick lunch break before going back to work.
Nothing like eating out for lunch.
Lucy, get your head out of the gutter. Even though that's probably what Peter's thinking. Lucy, oh my god. She makes her way into the front room and grabs a small bag. And she keeps tucked away under the mattress. She stuffs it down between her breasts before checking her pocket for a lighter. While you two take your time, Mr. Williams wants me to meet up with him about some bull crapper in there. I'll be back later tonight, though. Hey, maybe you and I can have a little late night for once. You know, if you're not too tired after this. I'm sure. Since when does Lucy ever want to hang out? Maybe she knows she's getting kicked out and is trying to swing things up with me. Sure. Great. She beams, walking over towards where we are and places a peck on my cheek. I'll catch you later tonight, darling. Peter's now getting even more death glares because she took his nickname for me. I'm caught off guard by this gesture, looking rather confused as she pats YB on the back. Don't rough up YN too much. Lucy, please go. Oh god, I got some stuff in my I got stuff in my nightstand. I got books in my nightstand. Lucy, I love you too. With that, Lucy finally leaves the room, locking the door behind her, possibly to make sure we're not disturbed again. Yeah, no, she is that bad, as you make her out to be. We haven't even talked to him so far, so how do you know, Peter? How do you know? Actually, I already know because you stalk us. Yeah, cover yourself, shoot. Cover myself what? Never mind. After a moment of silence, I step away from my BOL, looking down the floor while feeling both embarrassed and very, very flustered. I'm gonna see what leftovers we got stored away in the fridge. I say in a hushed tone, biting my lower lip as my eyes drift back to him. That devious glint was still in his eyes, but casually he nods in agreement. Yeah, can't send you back to work on empty stomach. Why can't the rest of the day be like this morning? The moment I get back from lunch, this place is dead, as dead as my dream job. I actually would like it being quiet, though. I'm literally the opposite of people. I like quiet at work. TK walks up, dressed in their casual clothes and hands tucked away in their pockets. They yawn as they see me approach. You're already clocked out? Yeah, I'm ready to go home and die. Oh, don't do that. I still need your help tomorrow. They chuckle, holding open the door for me as we both take our leave. TK starts heading to their car, rummaging with their keys for a moment before pausing, turn their attention over towards me. Hey, can I talk to you about something? Sure, what's up? They hesitate a bit, look off to the side as they muster the courage to speak. Like a certain someone is watching us. About that guy, YB. I know I have no place to say anything, but I got a creepy vibe about him. Creepy? What do you mean? How do you mean? It's just that it seems like he has his eyes on us the whole time we were talking. I don't know. And he looked like he was giving TK a death glare, I guarantee. He does seem a little weird. They shift uncomfortably where they stand, still fiddling with their keys. Anyway, I'll catch you tomorrow. Be careful walking home. Yeah, you too. With that, TK gets into their car, fine with the ignition for a second or two before starting it up and driving off. I don't know their concern. I understand their concern, and maybe they're right. YB just came over to my apartment, and we're already talking about moving in. I should be more careful. Well, it's a little too late. It was technically a little too late since day one. Lucy hasn't come back yet? Odd, she's normally home at a reasonable time. Well, normal by her standards anyway. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that she isn't back yet. Closing and locking the door behind me, I don't bother turning on the lights as I shuffle my way to my room in the dark. Open the door to my room. I reached over to flip on the light switch. The door's stuck. Like someone locked themselves in there. Who keeps opening this? Ah, darn it. Did Lucy forget to even pay our utility bill too? Setting my things down on my bed, I feel my way out of my room, looking around the inky void before me. I think we have some candles placed somewhere. What? Or who did I bump into? Well, it's Peter. Lucy, is that you? Whoever it is, they stay quiet. Mr. Williams, are you in here? I whisper again, my heartbeat racing faster as silence only grows. Someone wraps their arms around me, and I feel something like a wet cloth covering my mouth and nose. I try to break free, but they don't loosen their grip. Oh God, I'm starting to feel drowsy and weak. Who's doing this? Why? A chill runs down my spine as I feel something that feels like a kiss against my cheek. Then I hear a familiar, seductive voice whisper in my ear. Because he's whispering, I'll see you tomorrow, darling. What is he? Okay, it's a little bit more drink. And continue. And this is the long stretch that you have to... I have always had to edit out post. What? I'm back in my apartment? In my room? My head is pounding. What happened last night? Oh God, that's right. I wasn't alone. The one who attacked me, his voice was just like... It must have been a nightmare. It must... Oh, wait, no. I was supposed to do it their way. Oh, well. It's just... It must have been a dream. A nightmare, more like. I guess I'm too stressed lately. Thank God it didn't happen, though. Who could that be? Oh, it's probably YB. I better get that. I hope it's YB. It's been so long since I looked forward to seeing someone. Coming! Quickly making my way towards the door, I take in a deep breath and look through the people. Oh, Mr. Williams. Sorry about that. I thought you were someone else. Paranoid enough not to answer the door, huh? Yes. Sorry. Mr. Williams doesn't seem to acknowledge the apology as he crosses his arms and continues. I had a word with Lucy about the termination of her contract. Well, both of yours. She didn't take it well. I can imagine. Mr. Williams seems very uneasy as he continues. She tried to convince me to at least keep you here, saying she recently got a job somewhere, and will pay you back from all the times you covered her. She did? Yeah. Anyway, long story short, she'll be by later today to start packing her things, so I suggest you make it look like you're packing up too. I feel a sinking feeling in my gut. I was ready to let her go, yet she was the one who pleaded with Mr. Williams not to kick me out. It's too late now to go back on this. Doorman clears his throat, as though it was to get my attention. Anyway, if you need some boxes, I think I'll get some. I got some to spare in my office. Yeah, I could use a few. I'm feeling unsure about my decision now. Alright, follow me. Hey, he lives here. He lives like this? Now I think he doesn't have the right to harass us about keeping our place in top shape. Mr. Williams looks back at me as he walks into this place, reading the look on my face. Judge all you want. I'm the one paying for the whole darn building, while babysitting sitting everyone inside. So no, my personal shit's not going to be in order. Okay, sorry. I'm not expecting or wanting to let her shove down my throat. Mr. Williams kneels in front of the mess he has right at his door, shifting around boxes stuffed with all kinds of junk. Papers, pages full of possible dirty clothes he never got to wash, rusted toolboxes, a sleeping bag riddled with holes, a junk box type rack that someone might see as an antique, and there are various things that could be tossed in a dumpster. Eventually he pulls out a folded up sack of cardboard boxes, tossing them aside into a pile one by one. How many do you need? He asked, not looking back at me as he pulls another fold box out. That'll be enough. I don't have very many things to box up anyway. Mr. Williams stands up with a grunt, beginning to carelessly shove items that he pushed inside earlier back in place. Alright then, he mutters, dusting off his hands. Be sure to ask Lucy if she needs any more boxes too. If so, just have her come down and see me. Okay, I will. The man doesn't seem to respond at first, almost as though he isn't listening as he picks up the pile full of boxes and hands them to me. He seems out of it now. Socially even. Hello? What? He asked, snapping back to reality. So you're a mess? I said I'll be sure to have her come here to get more boxes. Right. This won't be awkward or anything. Oh, he wants us to do it. He mumbles as he escorts me to the door. Anyway, I'll be sure your friend stops by later tonight so I can get a contract going for him. I will, thanks. I like his air quotes friend. After placing the boxes back at my place, I quickly get ready for work. I was hoping for a day off, but at least I wasn't going in as early. And here we are, looking down on the barrel of lower than minimum wage, possibly fired food, and not just customers. At least I won't be here for long today. I better hurry and clock in. Hey Wyan, I texted you earlier. You did? Pulling out my phone from my back pocket, I turn it on and check my messages. Weird, I'm not seeing anything from you. Well, I did anyway. Oh, it looks like your number's blocked. How did that happen? Well, I did anyway. I was trying to tell you there's no work today. We had a break-in last night. A break-in? Who?
Not sure yet. The kitchen is a wreck though. The back door is completely busted in, all the cooking equipment is banged up, and the boss's office is completely ruined.
Jesus, was anything stolen? I don't know. Just then, a distressed holler is heard from the kitchen area. I can't make out what's being said, but suddenly the officer quickly makes his way out the kitchen, radioing for ambulance. He looks completely distraught. As soon as he makes the call, he turns his attention to us and asks us to wait outside. Why? What's going on? Well, the officer doesn't say anything at first. Well, it's Lucy, so... Because you could tell when Roy's facial expression, if it's like Dawn or Lucy. The officer doesn't say anything at first, still looking as though he's trying to process what he saw. Please, we found a body locked in the freezer. He finally managed to explain. I need you to wait outside, okay? TK's shoulders drop from hearing this. A what? Wait outside, please. Is all he mutters. He doesn't seem to have the energy to repeat himself. There's still silence between TK and me, even with the cars driving by, people walking around us, and wailing of sirens in distance. Everything seems so quiet. Christ, now I feel bad for wanting a little more excitement in my life. You and me both. You don't think we're gonna be suspects, do you? Best to wait out here until they call us back in. We don't even have security cameras in the place, so it could be anyone.
There you are. I can look everywhere for you.
Hey, Peter. You're kind of busy in there, weren't you? Oh my god, you had me worried sick. Are you alright? What did they say? If they blame this on you, I swear to God I'll... Go stabby on them too. No, I'm fine. It's okay. It's just hard to grasp right now. My expression of greatest concern slowly fades into noise as he glares over to TK. Why didn't you wait outside like I told you? I didn't want them dealing with this. Peter, you're basically telling us that you did it. Well, excuse me, Your Highness. I had to be brought in for questioning and get my alibi straight. Besides, Wyan wasn't answering their phone. I think you might have blocked the number. YB, you were here earlier? Yeah, I wanted to get you breakfast before you went to work. He says between gritted teeth. But it looks like someone completely forgot to tell you about that. There's been a break-in and a bloody body in the freezer. There's a lot more going on right now besides your darn breakfast, damn breakfast date. Wybie, that's enough. Wybie, that's enough. Wybie stops instantly, his attention completely away from TK and fully towards me. I'm sorry. He mutters, his gaze drifting down to the ground as though he's a puppy who just got kicked. As I was saying, we need to wait by the diner. There still might need us to clarify our whereabouts last night, so we're not sus in their eyes. Yeah, Wybie. Why don't you head back to my place? I'll call you when things clear up here. Okay. I just realized probably best to have him do this route instead of trying to do the alleyway. I watch Wybie walk off with his head hanging low. See, this is what I'm talking about. TK whispers a bit, making direct eye contact with me while gesturing towards Wybie. There's something not right about him. Are you quoting, Hankill? There's something not right about that point. I was trying to rewatch that. I don't respond. There's too much going on to deal with either of their jealousy right now. I just hope it's not someone we know. I doubt it. I only know two other people besides you and YB, and they're both back home. Oh God. What? What is it? Lucy didn't come home last night. Wait. You don't think... I don't answer as I speed past TK and charge into the diner, pushing aside the still routed officer as I make a way into the kitchen area. Oh God, please, no. No. I feel someone pulling me away from the scene, verbally demanding I keep my distance. No, that's my roommate. That's Lucy. I'm dragged back into the diner. TK coming to my side, attempting to calm me down. My outburst caused a scene. There's more questioning than intended after identifying the body. I do my best to give as much information as I can. I don't know anyone who might have done this to her. I mean, Lucy was always with a questionable crowd, but I never saw her doing anything that might get her killed. We didn't hang out with her, though. Thanks for walking me home, TK. It's no problem. We're off for a while, so I'll be checking up on you tomorrow morning if that's alright. I love that, actually. Thanks. TK steps closer and hugs me. Their embrace might as tight as they nuzzle against my cheek. If you need anything, I'll be a phone call away, alright? I can't help but hug them back. TK's always been so sweet and supportive, despite how many times I ignored their feelings for me. I need to make it up to them sometime. TK finally pulls away and pats my shoulder. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Try to get some sleep. With that, they take their leave, hands shoved in their pockets and head hanging low. Wybie sitting on the sofa, as though he's been waiting for me the whole time. The moment he sees me walking in, he jumps to his feet and hurries over towards me, giving me a tight embrace. There you are. God, that took forever. I was getting worried. My grip is worry as I wrap my arms around him, not sharing the same kind of force. Today has been exhausting. Sorry about that. A lot's going on. A lot goes into these investigations, I guess. Pulling away, I walk over to the kitchen area. Set my keys on the counter and see the coffee pot still had some coffee left from the day before. You know, she always saved me some if I didn't have any that morning. I know, because you were stalking us. What? Jesus, come in.
Hey, I heard what happened.
Yeah. The landlord says, getting straight to the point with his arrival. He glances over to YB for a moment and sneers at the man before turning his attention back to me. I just wanted to come by to check up on you. To be honest, I'm not doing great. Life is a real mess right now. Even my boy is riled by this. It's his first murder case, after all. So he's told me everything. Your son's an officer? Yeah, he and his boys were here earlier to see if they could find anything. Her room was full of nothing but job applications and some toys and various knickknacks. Nothing else, hinting to why it happened to her. So, it's a cold case? Peter, they're still investigating. That's not a cold case. YB asked, stepping closer to my side. No, not yet. They're gonna keep digging around. They better find this prick before I do. And if I do, he's gonna go in revenge. Sure, Dad. Can you go now, please? YB is clearly upset, and I don't need you around to badger them with the situation current. Excuse me, this involves both my residents. I have every right to be here, and you will grub. Wow, that sounds nosy. How do we know you're not the one who killed Lucy? What did you frickin' say? Both of you, stop. I'm not in the mood. Both Mr. Williams and YB do stop. Sorry. Give me one. Give me one last glance at Sharp before Mr. Williams turns his attention towards me. Look, he's not moving in. Lulu is not a placement. I'm not certainly letting such a troublesome shit stain like him move in. Either you find someone else or move in with you, or I'll do it for you. Understand that Zoe from downstairs is in need of a roommate. I already told you he could move in with me. But I already said he could move in with me. I am reaching over to take YB's hand. Donna gives a rather intimidating glare down to me to send the chill through my body. Find someone else. He stops in spoken a firm tone. This wasn't a debate. As soon as he said that, he took his leave, nearly slamming the door on his way out. I've seen him angry before, but the tone and skull he gave was something. Tone and face he gave was something that I've never experienced before. YB could feel my trembling a little. Stepping closer, he wrapped his arms around me and held me close. Screw that guy. You can move in with me instead. Really? I asked, pulling away just enough to look at him. Of course, I was going to offer, but Grandpa over there clearly doesn't want to hear it. I mean, if you offered, and like, I'm paying for the lease right then and there. It's like, I'll take it. I mean, I guess I could. This is all becoming too much. I mutter. First Lucy dies, then my landlord friends me to find someone else. Now a guy that I've been dating for 8 days offered me to move in with him. We're not technically dating, we're called friends. Feeling emotionally and physically drained, I set myself on the sofa, laying out a long and deviant sigh. Even my sigh was tense. Wipey sits himself next to me, nuzzling himself against the top of my head like some cat-like gesture of comfort. I couldn't help but weakly reach out and pet him a little. Such an odd character. Tell you what, you could stay in my place for a while, until you could find someone to move in with you. It doesn't have to be a permanent stay or anything. Yeah, totally. I'm not buying it for a second. Hey. You don't mind? Darling, it would be my pleasure. Darling, it would be my pleasure to help you in your time of need. Lifting his head from me, the man takes my hand and gently kisses it, looking deep into my eyes as he gives me a soft smile. I'll be there for you for the rest of your days if you let me. After a moment, I nod. Okay. His smile grew as he stood up from the sofa and helped me on my feet. This place is a little too gloomy for you anyways. Let's change up the scenery and get your mind off things. Wayne parked on the curb is a worn-down looking gray van. Its windows darkly tinted on the side. All it needs is a free candy sign, and it's good to have several people report it. Or it's a van lifer. Wybie opens the van door for me, helping me inside before closing it shut. Inside isn't too bad. He keeps it decently clean, with a cachet collection of scented pine trees on the rearview mirror and an ashtray filled with air exchange. Buckle up, it's gonna be a long ride. How far? About 3 hours. I could barely handle a 2-hour drive of mine. Three hours? I live far away from here, just as I like it, but oh, so far away from you. That's okay. The gas money is worth seeing you every day. I guarantee you his does not get the best gas mileage. Wait a minute. You drive 3 hours over here every day just to go to a flower shop? Bobby lets out a unnerving chuckle. Oh, Ryan, I love you, but you're not very bright. Think about it. The moment we met at the park, those times I saw you at the diner, how you were always leave your window closed no matter how many times I opened it. At night, your perfectly sized closet. You were stalking me. You blame me? You're the one who always on my mind, the one who makes my heart beat out my chest each time I see you, smell you. Aw, thank you. Thank you. You know the truth. The truth is I'm mad. Mad to the point where I caress your skin. While you sleep soundly each night. What? Don't you get it? I'm opening my heart to you. I'm being forward. I'm being honest. Trust matters in a relationship. I'm tired of keeping things from you. I love you. I love you the moment I saw you at the diner. I want nothing more than to storm in. But that was not the proper... Though that wasn't a proper way to approach you. So I had to follow you instead. Study your patterns, memorize your schedule, practice what to say when you were finally alone and not working. The park was a perfect to finally approach you. glances towards me with a dark glow in his eyes. Once we get to my place, I like to show you how much I've been dying to have you to myself. It's like, try to jump out. The man's insane. Hearing this confession, what he's done, and now I'm stuck in a moving van with him. I need to get out of here. Looking over, I try to feel the door handle, but not having any luck finding it. I'm hoping he doesn't notice, but out of the corner of my eye, I see see his displeased expression.
Love, we have a lifetime to forgive and forget. Don't ruin it now.
Well, you're gonna knock me out again. Yep.
Go ahead and sleep for the rest of the trip. We'll be home soon.
Okay, Peter. I do like how he just calls it home, because he's not gonna let us leave. So, continue. Sorry about that. So it's like day 3, 2 to 3, day 4 is like that. And I always edit it out. My head hurts. Oh. A surface cradles me. A bed? My heavy eyes fight to focus on my surroundings. Welcome back to the world of the living, darling. What the? I try to desperate to move my arms, but they're tightly bound to the headboard. Crap, this is not good. Sorry for the knockout, but I had to. Get away from me, you monster. Wybie slowly reaches his arm out towards me. So the first couple in the room don't count for it. Darling, please, don't freak out. In a panic, I twist and throw myself around as much as I'm able to, catching his arm a couple times and causing him to coil. Hey, calm down. Calm down. After all you did, after you do this to me, untie me now. YN. Wybie barks. His face is stern, freaking out, fearing that he might hurt me if I keep pushing my luck. I bite my tongue. I'll explain everything in a bit. Would you like something to drink? I nod slowly, not really interested in taking what he offers. Regaining his composure, Wybie puts a cup of water in front of my face. I look at him as if he's joking. He chuckles. You're supposed to drink, darling. I just stare at him, clearly not hiding my agreement to take it. He smirks. Don't worry, Wyan. If I needed you drugged or knocked out, then you would be right now. You already knocked me out, so... He puts the cup to my lips, and I take a small sip. Just plain water, nothing weird in it from what I could taste. He places it back on the nightstand and rests beside me. Me is like, oh, where did you get the water? If it's tap water, probably not. Why? Wybie, why are you doing this? Wybie just stares back and questions all but wash off him. Answer me. I deserve an expiration after everything you've done. It's simple, darling. You're the rose in the weed-ridden garden. That's humanity. He gives a disgusted snarl at the end of the last word. I hate people. Always have. Thanks to my upbringing, there's not a whole lot of people I can stand. It's one of the reasons I decided to live out here and work at home. His eyes roam over me. But you're different. You're special. Special? I'm not. Trust me. Shh, darling. You're too modest. You're a great person. A diamond in the sea of a shit we can call a plane of existence. I had to have you. Nothing will get between us now. I grind at my teeth in frustration. How irritating. He goes through all the effort to kidnap me. I can't get a real straight answer as to why. I can't stay here, Wappy. I have a life outside of here. Little to me, there's no life without you. So what? I'm just stuck here? Huh? Like, I'm your goddamned pet? A goddamned pet? Not pet, but treasure. That's no one else is worthy to behold. He's showing his yandere. His yandere. He'll grow to enjoy it here. You'll see. You're just in a shock right now. It'll be a rough couple of days. You should get some more rest. He gets to his feet and heads towards the door. Hey, untie me. YB turns around and smiles. I'll leave you to calm down for a bit first. I'll see you later tonight, so you can get used to your new home. New home? He's gotta be shitting me. YB blows me a soft kiss before slowly closing the door behind him. I'm alone. Damn it. Now what? Untie ourselves. I was quiet. I waited for a second thinking about what my next move is. First things first, I had to get out of these restraints. I tugged the rope once more. I start to warm my hands around. My stomach flips as I realize that the sweat from my palms allowed me to move my hands more easily in my restraints. After a while of tugging and strategic pulling, I managed to slide out of my restraints. I sit up, rubbing my poor rope-burn wrist. Standing up from the bed, I look around the room and noticed how it was staged. It looks like my place at a glance. It looks like it was what I would want. Webby did his best to keep it homey and comfortable. Should I explore the room some more or leave? So these are our little stuffed animals that we saw on the first day. He probably took it that night. This reminds me of the bookshelf that I had at home. Wait, are those the exact same books that I have? It's a privacy panel, but I get a feeling I won't be afforded any privacy during my stay. Webby must be as sloppy as I am doing laundry, or throw her clothes. There's a nice PC on the desk. I took the log in, but it requires a password. I'll just stay with him and try to figure out. I like the chair. I'll be spinning around in it. Reminds me of the bookshelf. Okay, I already did that. Spare hanger. Which just took. You know, I was technically not trying to get that. I was trying to get the sound panel. Why are those here? I dread to think what sort of sound would need to be drowned out in here. The mirror's placed too high up for practical use. Well, he is tall. Some wax candles sit on the dresser. Probably YB's way of getting romantic. Some nice threads, but not my style. Okay. I guess go straight in here. Actually, wait, if we take... Call if needed. Sleep easy. Do not see two tablets a day. Looks brand new. I doubt this came with the house. Probably not. Looks like YB's burned something. No wonder he's a twig if he cooks like that. Well, apparently a candle like I just it can't gain weight. I open the door and see YB at the computer desk as he types on the keyboard. It's a nice mini studio for content creation, like podcasting. He jumps up, startled. I don't see podcasting. I don't see a mic. How did you get out? I just blink at him, offended by the question. I got loose. That's how. You didn't expect me to stay in there, did you? YB moves around me, eyeing me suspiciously. What are you hiding? We'll find out. He starts to grope me at my body, searching for something. What the? He discovered the pills that I had picked up earlier and gives me a concerned look. Darling, why do you have these? Have a headache or something? It says sleep. Huh? He tosses the pills into the drawer in his desk and then returns to his search. Anything else? Find out. YB eventually comes across the phone number that I took from the fridge. Why do you have this? I say nothing, unable to think of anything to reply with. That reminds me, I need to... Well, it's none of your concern. Talk to your therapist? I stay quiet as he shoves the note into his drawer. He seems content that I have nothing else on me. Take his small key from his pocket. He turns to his desk and locks the door with my contraband inside. He sits back on his desk and glances at his screen, turning back to me with a cherry grin. Hang out with me. I'm finishing up a kneeing with my editor. ... I keep quiet, observing my surroundings. Back to finally figuring out how I'm going to get through this. Okay, we have to wait. The door clicks open and YB's standing in the doorway, shoving his phone in his pocket. So, how do you like our new home? I'm not really sure what to think. What I say is true. It's all too much inside. Too much still. And it's unfair for him to think that I can make up my mind before the day's over. If you were to live from now on, I know it's bigger than your apartment. This is where you'll live from now on. I know it's bigger than your apartment. But I'll take care of everything. You don't worry. I'll take care of the finances, and you no longer have to concern yourself with bills and work. He's really serious about keeping me here. I weigh my potential responses with some thought. Please let me go. Please let me go. YB pauses for a bit. I know change is scary. I know change is scary, darling. But it's not. It's how we move into the new chapter of our story. Please understand that. It'll work out, I promise. He turns to leave me through the door alone into the room. He turns to leave me alone in the room. A sinking feeling settles in my stomach at my failure to convince him. I'm afraid and alone with the psycho. How can I ever leave? Okay, let's go to rat. The odd looking reptile flickers his tongue at me as I tap the glass gently in my finger. Get rid of the snake. I'm sorry I have to do this. I never did this one. Its beagle eyes are fixed on me. It's not surprised. I'm not surprised a little creep like YB would have something as creepy as this in his house. YB. YB rushes out of his room within seconds. What happened? Are you okay? Why the heck do you have a snake? YB gonks at me, dumbfounded. The snake's eyes me, seeming wary of my outburst. Snakes are good pets. They're not as bad as people think they are. Right, Rat? They are, but I had to because I've never done this. I don't care. Get rid of it. I don't want it anywhere near me. Darling, you hurt her feelings. He opens the tank, carefully cradling the snake in his palm. His curry holds great affection to the wretched creature. The nasty thing tries to crawl up his arm. I don't like snakes. I say my point. What is a snake's feelings compared to my comfort? Okay, Wyan, I'll take care of it. You won't see her again. He slowly walks away, like he was in a funeral procession or something. Well, whatever, as long as I don't have to have that snake hanging around the house. I felt sorry for doing that. At least he has power going into this. Child free news update. All the Karens were thankfully tarred and feathered by the staff. In other words, the recent killing of Lulu Ann is still under investigation. Police are searching for YN, who was her roommate and disappeared. They're being treated as a person of interest in this case. If you're seeing any information on YN's whereabouts or about the murder, please contact the police tip line at... I shut the TV off. Oh my god, the situation's worse than I thought. Poor Lucy. I hope they don't consider me a suspect. Technically, we're a person of interest, so we are a suspect. I don't even know if anyone can find me out here. YB's too clever. Okay. Stomach started to growl. I checked the fridge for something to eat. Looks like I could easily make a meal with what's here. Maybe later. Maybe I'll make something later when I'm more settled. Stomach started to growl. I checked the fridge for something to eat. Make a meal for yourself. I make something quick for myself. I don't really think of YB as I prepared the meal. After heating up the stove and grabbing a pan from the cupboard, I get to cooking. Before long, I plate myself a hastily prepared meal. The smell seems to have coaxed YB out of his room as he joined me in the kitchen. Something smells wonderful. I ignore YB, too focused on my food. I like how Fraser just says missing a few letters. Did you make something for me? I chew and swallow before answering. No, you can make something yourself. It was a bit of a cruel suggestion. The man obviously doesn't know his way around the kitchen. He'll manage to find a way to burn water. Yes, he would. It's fine. I can make something later. Hopefully we can have a nice sit-down meal till later. I nod, continuing to eat. I definitely need to do all the cooking around here. YB leads me to my meal. God, I wonder what time it is. The fact I can't even see outside is completely messing up my sense of how much time has passed. This place is getting awfully stuffing too. I'll kill to go outside. YB appears, his expression quite pleased. He walks with a bit of skip in his step. I'm so happy with how fast you're settled in. Really? I'm really settled in? I really don't know. I really don't have much of a choice. Sulking in my room didn't sound very appealing. I guess not. How about we do a little something together? What would you prefer, a nice warm bath or some dessert under the stars? Honestly, I'm really not in the mood for either. You're not? No. Why? You seem to be doing fairly well. I don't know. It's all still too much too soon. Oh, is there anything I can do to make it better? I just want to have some time to myself. Can you give me that? Yes, darling. His expression is that of a heartbreak. Disappointment, maybe? Either way, it seems like he's taking the blame for me still not being entirely warmed up to this. Entering into my room, I close the door behind me. I don't have the mental energy to get used to this new place. It's also draining me physically. Even my new home is just a mere imitation of which brought me comfort in my apartment. To his credit, at least he's putting in an effort to help me feel at home. I toss a rope from earlier off my bed and settle in. I think it's frozen at the kitchen. I'm still greatly upset with everything. Like an arrogant child, he just doesn't understand why all this is wrong. There might still be a way to get through to him. After all, he said he'll do anything for me. I get under the covers and close my eyes. It's not long before I'm in the world of blank dreams waiting for the next chapter. And that is it for the stream. Because I cannot do day 5 yet. I will do day 5 content when the game we're officially allowed to. So if you guys, I'll see you guys next time.